Do a lot of stuff in 2 minutes. In football,
Even more stuff in basketball. Some quick stuff in 2 minutes.
Good evening and welcome to Swingin' at the Snug, brought to you by the Jazz Foundation of America and Snug Harbor Jazz Bistro right here in downtown New Orleans. How's everybody doing tonight? We are so pleased to be hosting this series while the Jazz Museum's under renovation. And it's great that we're streaming this series every Wednesday with the help of our Facebook friends, and we're talking about the Snug Harbor and the Jazz Federation and the Louisiana Music Factory are all Facebooking us, so you can check us out any Wednesday, even if you don't happen to be in town. So I'm Jason Patterson, and they asked me to introduce the band today and to give you a little bit of insight on the Jazz Foundation of America, because they do wonderful things in our town. They've been here since Hurricane Katrina, helping our very creative community stay alive. Every time there's some kind of catastrophe, and we got some. What do we got? We got them hurricanes. We got those floods. We got those pandemics. Every time you look around, there's something that's impeding the income of our musicians. So the Jazz Foundation is right there to help them in so many ways, and we're talking about legal needs, housing, medical needs, and providing performance opportunities like the one you're at right now. So, hey, if you're in front of a computer, you can go up to jazzfoundation.org and check us out, see what we're doing. Hey, there's a donation button right there. So if you have some spare change, we'd appreciate you sending it over, because then we can do even more for our musicians in New Orleans. Because, hey, they're important to us, huh? 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 Think about New Orleans without music, huh? Think about that. All right, stop thinking about that. Tonight, we are so pleased to have this wonderful band that's been around for quite a while. They're younger than they look. And they play like they're the youngest right out of the gate. So they play that classic New Orleans jazz. So get up for the Freedom Jazz Band.
When you hear that beat, New Orleans you'll greet. A thrill gets in your feet. And for my line, called second line, young and old will meet. They'll be dancing in the street. Yeah, man, oh man, send you dancing to the second line. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was Paul Barberen's second line. Now we're going to do Mama Inez. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Having technical difficulties. So early in the set. I could tell y'all dad jokes, but no, we don't want to go down that path.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, keep on laughing, sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you bring on the rain. Stop that sighing and be happy again. When you're smiling, when you're smiling, oh, I'll smile with you. Play it for me, somebody. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, keep on laughing, sun comes shining through. When you're crying, you bring on the rain. Stop that sighing and be happy again. When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. That was When You're Smiling. So we are the Freedom Jazz Band. This is the nervous part when I have to speak. But we'd like to thank everybody that brought us here, the Jazz Foundation of America, Snug Harbor, Jason, I think he said some record place. I forgot the name of that. But thank you very much. So what did we do? We did Paul Barberan's second line, and then we did Mama Inez. And what was that, When You're Smiling? Okay, that's where we're at in the program? Good. Just making sure I'm keeping up.
Can I sing?
All right, so I'm going to introduce some of the guys right now. What I'm doing is reverse chronological order in how I met them.
Goodness gracious.
Now, Robert says that we're saving the best for last. All right, so let me see. Vernon would be first. I met Vernon in 2012.
Howdy.
This is Vernon Severin. He hired me to play bass, and we used to play at the Market Cafe outside in the wind, in the cold, in the rain, in the heat, from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., like a bunch of days.
Yeah, sometimes all day.
Yeah. When the other band had too many beers the day before and they didn't show up, we just kept playing.
9 hours.
That's right. But he also has his own band, Tremé Lafitte, which me and Robert are proud to be members of, and. So that's Vernon Severin. The next two guys I met post-Katrina. So I got Brian Lewis. What happened was Paul Prudhomme decided to have music at his club, right? So they had 3 nights of Zydeco music, and then they had 3 nights of traditional jazz. And so it wound up being me, Brian, and my brother standing out on the street, 6:30 to 9:30, 3 days a week. And that's how I met Brian. Him and his wife have B&B Productions, and he's just my witch doctor. He's my sounding board. For better or worse, it's your opinion, really. He taught me Showbiz 101, right? So this guy was playing with a band called the Storyville Stompers, and they were playing. This is Steve Burke. They were playing also at Cape Hall, so we were kind of alternating back and forth. And I liked him so much that he's now my brother-in-law. But he's been around forever. No. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So what happened was I kept asking him, I said, does your wife have a sister? Have a wife have a sister? And eventually he introduced me. Yeah, we are married to sisters, that's right. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's the first half. I'm gonna. Thank you. So,
You need to ride home, right?
the other. So the other three guys, I'm gonna get to in a little while when my face needs a break and I need to talk. But right now we're gonna do a song called Dr. Jazz. Hello, Central, give me Dr. Jazz. She's got everything I need, oh yeah. When the world seems cold and I've got the blues, she's the girl that makes me put on both my dancing shoes. The more I get, the more I want it seems. I page Dr. Jazz in all my dreams. When I'm in trouble, bound and mixed, she's the girl that gets me fixed. Hello, Central, give me Dr. Jazz. Hello, Central, give me Dr. Jazz. She's got what I need, oh yes she has. When the world seems cold and I've got the blues, she's the girl that makes me put on both my dancing shoes. The more I get, the more I want it seems. I page Dr. Jazz in all my dreams. When I'm in trouble, bound and mixed, she's the girl that gets me fixed. Hello, Central, give me Dr. Jazz.
Uh-oh, it's my turn to sing.
And play bass drum. That's gonna be great.
There you go. Amazing. This is an old New Orleans staple. I'm sure you're going to recognize it. We like to write songs about streets. So this is the most famous street, Bourbon Street.
Let down, all right down to New Orleans. That city, so pretty, we have historic scenes. I'll take you and parade you down Bourbon Street. You meet all the big shots, checking all the hot spots down in New Orleans. One more time, fellas. Let's ride down, all right down to New Orleans. That city, so pretty, we have historic scenes. I'll take you and parade you down Bourbon Street. You meet all the big shots, taking all them hot spots down in New Orleans. Yeah! Let's fly down, all right down to New Orleans. That city, so pretty, we have historic scenes. I'll take you and parade you down Bourbon Street. You meet all those big shots, take you all the hot spots down in New Orleans. Down in New Orleans, Bourbon Street.
Might be time to slow it down, I think. Dance floor's open for all the buckle polishing and belly rubbing and whatever else y'all doing in the dark. But I'm all for it. Your call, Maurice. You want to face the street? You want you gonna play the head? Okay, there we go. Maurice is gonna play the head.
I forgot his solo, bro.
Yes, you did, man.
I'm
I have
sorry,
to give you
bro.
the merit.
I forgot your solo.
That's all right, bro.
Yeah, bro. No, bro.
Yeah, we'll deal with
But
this after, okay?
Jimmy should have came in last.
Oh, you see?
My fault.
supposed to
Thank you
solo
very much.
last, man.
Situation normal.
I don't even know you guys. We just met, And Mr. Maurice Trosclair on the drum. Mr. Steve Burke.
that was Maurice. That was another song about a street, the Basin Street Blues. I was having such a good time, I'm glad I checked the clock. It's flying by, folks. So that brings me to my next two introductions. That was Maurice Trosclair. Maurice and I met at University of New Orleans. Something like around 79, there you go. Not that we're dating ourselves or anything. But we were in the music program there together, and I'm proud to say that I was one of the people who played for him and his lovely wife Nancy's wedding back in City Park back in the day, right? So we've been friends forever. Maurice has his own band, Funky Bone, and we play so high-profile events that we can't even tell you the name of it. We can't tell you the name of it. But anyway, Maurice was a runner his whole life. Healthy. Look at him, right? He suffered sudden cardiac arrest when he was in an elevator in a big building here, and there was, Lord was with him. The elevator door opened up, and there was a nurse. And they started CPR, right? So long story short, that also happened again, but his other angel, his wife Nancy, was there. But because of those incidents, he decided to start a nonprofit called Heartbeat NOLA. And what they do is they put AEDs in public places like this. As a matter of fact, where you're sitting at, the AED on the bar right there was put there by his and that nonprofit. So if you'd like to contribute to that, just go to Heartbeat NOLA and we can continue. So what happened was there was a gentleman that was here, Wesley Schmidt, right? And they went to Tipitina's, and the AED at Tipitina's has Wesley's name on it. Then Tipitina's paid it forward, and they brought an AED over to Maple Leaf. So we're just trying to get the machines in the right place where we can save lives.
We're all getting old. No, not me. I ain't but 32. Trust me, I died twice.
Right?
Been 32 for 30 years.
Seriously, literally.
42 years.
All right, and the next gentleman, Earl, I also met at UNO. He transferred over from the University of Miami. And what year was that? 80? To go to UNO when we met.
No, it was before that.
Before that? No. Okay, so I started in 78. So, yeah. And then, so let me see, Earl did a stint in the Army. And then, right? Yeah, Desert Storm, right there, a veteran, that's right. Let me see, and me and him were in a rock and roll band together, and we dressed as the Blues Brothers, and in every set we would take off clothes.
No.
Yes, but that was when we were young and dumb, so.
Take off. Y'all
And then-
need to do that, man. I want to see that.
Earl played, fortunately it was before the internet and cell phones, so that there wasn't a lot of cameras going around. But, so Earl did a 12-year stint with the Dukes of Dixieland. And now you can see him just about everywhere around here. Yeah, true that. So this is the next two guys on my list of brothers that I'm fortunate to play with here. We're going to play one or two more songs, and then I'm going to bring the old curmudgeon out, saving the best for last. So this next song is a sing-along. Steve had brought it up at the bar. We're going to do This Little Light of Mine. Oh, that's right. You got to do I'm Walking. I'm sorry. You know, that's right. I'm old. That's right. You see, I forget.
Oh, y'all got to let that Brian sing.
He's shy.
Get away with it. No,
Get away with it.
No, you can't get away with it, buddy. Do your thing.
So this next song is a Fats Domino song called I'm Walking.
talking about you and me, and I'm hoping you come back to me. I'm lonely as I can be, and I'm waiting for your company, and I'm hoping you come back to me. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? You gonna run away and hide? I'll be standing by your side. You pretty baby, I'll even die. I'm walking, yes indeed, I'm talking about you and me, and I'm hoping that you come back to me.
Tequila!
I'm walking, yes indeed, I'm talking about you and me, and I'm hoping that you come back to me. Cause I'm lonely as I can be, and I'm waiting for your company. I'm hoping that you come back to me. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? You gonna run away and hide? I'll be standing by your side. For you pretty baby, I'll even die. Walking, yes indeed, I'm about you and me, and I'm hoping that you come back to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Lewis. Brian Lewis.
All right. That was our regularly scheduled program. So that was. All right. So now, a little spiritual. This little light of mine. It's a sing along. I'm sure you know it.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Advanced work, here we go. Shine, 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 I'm gonna let it shine. Shine, 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 I'm gonna let it shine. Shine, 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 I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Shine on, brother. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I say everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Glory, hallelujah. All right, speaking of sunshine, that brings us to our last member here. Nickname's Vader. No. So Robin and I went to the same high school together. I think he's a little bit younger than me, but we did march in the same drum and bugle corps together, right? And then Robert went on to teach drum and bugle corps, and he is currently the principal tubist for the LPO, a position which he has held for the last 33 years. That's right. That's right. We were both born poor Dalmatians. But here we are today at the Snug Harbor. We're both internationally unknown, but we're hanging in there. So, in light of that, we're going to play his theme song, which is another sing-along, You Are My Sunshine. And then, we're just going to play a little bit, and then when you hear me go into the Saints, we're in the Saints and 2 hours. Okay. We got 4 minutes, okay? Four-part harmony. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. We're going into the Saints. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Lord, I want to be in that number. When the Saints go marching in. When the Saints win the Super Bowl again. Well, I'll probably be 100 years old. That's all right, I'm a Saints fan to be in that number when the Saints go marching. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Freedom Jazz Band. Thank you so much for being here tonight.